Hello everyone, this is Rashid, English language expert. Part A of OET reading subtest can be tricky and during the test pressure is very high, especially due to the strict test conditions. The short time that you get to do the test is something that candidates find very challenging, and to make sure that you do well in this part, you need to know what types of questions you will come across, what types of skills you need to deal with them, and the methods that will help you crack those questions during the test. But before that, there are a few things I want to quickly run down. This part is very important. The reason is simple. The questions are far easier than you find in the part B and part C. With a decent practice, you can easily get all the answers correct. And the second thing is part A question will be separate from part B and part C. And you will get 15 minutes to answer 20 questions. And once the 15 minutes are over, the invigilators will take part A from you and will hand over the question booklet for part B and C. You will not have access to part A material again. You will get 4 short texts like this. These are medium-sized extracts and all taken from health journals or medical research articles. And another important thing is that part A is testing your ability to find objective information quickly and efficiently by using the skim and scan technique. You're not being tested on a deep understanding of the text, and nor do you have the time to read every word. The answers are short and simple, unlike in part B and part C, where the answers require understanding the text, longer text, deeper text. So what types of questions you'll find in part A? Matching questions, always used for a first set. These will require candidates to identify which test features contain certain types of information. Secondly, you will get short question answers or fill in the blank questions. These will require candidates to find information within the text. This information is very specific and is located in 2 to 3 words. Now moving on to the strategy. Remember the first thing. Not every piece of information is important. Remember, there are only 20 questions in the part, so only 20 pieces of information is required from the text. So understanding everything is not required. And then it's not necessary to focus on all difficult vocabulary, just focus on the relevant area which has the answer to the question. And then no need to memorize information, just you need to locate and find the information from the text. The first step is that quickly look at the headings and subheadings to have an overall understanding of the layout of the information, the progression and the flow of the information. I mean, do not read the whole passage. Firstly, you are going to forget some information even if you read every part of it. There is a lot of detail, and so it's not a good idea to read everything. Secondly, remember there are only 20 questions, meaning not every information is necessary from the text. So you need to extract only the required pieces of information. So you need to know first what exact information do you need to find from the text. In other words, read the question first and check for the information that you need. But how do you know where to find the information? Well, it's very simple. You need general understanding of the passage. So a quick skimming of that whole text is required. Look at the labels, the headings, the subheadings, or in case there are paragraphs, there are no headings available, just read the first 2 lines. The first reading will help you answer most of the first 7 questions as they are about general information. So start with them and in one go choose as many questions as you can, but do not spend a lot of time on them. Do not go to the passage over and over again to answer these questions. Because once you have done 8 to 20 questions, you will have more understanding of the text and you will easily get the information out of the first 7 questions after that. Your first reading will now work as a context, and now you should start with the questions 8 to 20. Read the question and check which text the information could be found. For example, if this is the question, what are the most common complications following knee replacement surgery? In which of the following 4 texts will you find it? What is the total knee replacement, clinical assessment, potential complications, post-operative care? So your general understanding of the text will help you find the right place for the answer. One more thing is very crucial for time management. If you couldn't understand what the question is asking, you should skip it, or you're not able to find the location of the answer, don't try attempting this question over and over again because you're wasting time. You should quickly move to the next questions and attempt those questions which you can find the answer quickly. So the bottom line is that you answer as many questions as you can in one go. After that, if there is still time, you can make a guess in the end and write down all the answers of the questions that you have missed. There is not going to be any negative marking. You will lose the answers for the questions that you couldn't answer. If the answer is wrong, it's not going to affect your correct answers. There is no need to paraphrase or change the words in the text. So in any way, you can write exactly the way you find the answers from the text. These are going to be your correct answers. And lastly, throw away the clock at this moment when you are just learning your skills or developing understanding of the questions. Do not try to do it within time, because if you're trying to do it within time exactly in 15 minutes, you will not develop the skills which are needed. Once you have the skills, then you can at the later stages start doing these questions in the given time, and hopefully you will improve. Thank you very much for watching this video. Goodbye.